the beginning of the Viking Age.
It was a major turning point in European history.
This period
Vikings set out from the cold lands of northern Europe,
launched a centuries-long expedition and looting, influenced politics across Europe,
economy and culture.
The living conditions of the Vikings were extremely difficult.
They were mainly distributed in present-day
Sweden and Denmark. These regions have a cold climate.
Land poverty.
Agricultural conditions are very limited, so Viking had to rely on the ocean.
By fishing, hunting and trading to make a living.
However, with the increase in population and the scarcity of resources,
Viking came to realize these measures alone can no longer satisfy
the growing demand.
They must seek new resources and wealth.
This became the start of their expedition, and the main driver of plunder. The social structure of the Vikings also contributed to their expedition.
Provides a solid foundation. Viking society is a highly fragmented tribal society.
Each tribe has its own leader and warrior. The leader of the Vikings was usually a brave warrior.
By leading expeditions and battles, earn the respect and loyalty of your tribe members.
This social structure, not only did it enhance the fighting spirit of the Vikings,
also makes
they were able to organize and fight quickly during expeditions.
The reason why Viking can become a nightmare in Europe.
Inseparable from their outstanding nautical skills.
Viking longship.
The Draco was one of the most advanced navigational tools of its time. This ship is not only fast, flexible, you can actually go diving.
Enables Viking to go deep in
raid and pillage.
The navigation technology of the Vikings
enabled them to operate in the Atlantic and North Seas. Freedom of navigation.
Therefore, they extended their sphere of influence to England, Ireland, France, and even the Mediterranean coast.
Vikings. The first large-scale expedition took place in 793 AD. They raided the spirits of England.
Lindisfarne Abbey.
The raid shocked the whole of Europe.
Marks the official beginning of the Scarf era.
After that, the Wikipedian expedition
and looting became more frequent and massive.
They're not just attacking coastal towns and villages,
and plundered deep inland for wealth.
Even occupied and settled some areas. Viking plunder and expeditions. It's not just for wealth. There are multiple factors. The first is competition within society.
In Viking society,
chiefs and warriors acquire wealth and honor through battles and expeditions,
so as to enhance their status. Therefore, the expedition become a Viking.
The main ways to demonstrate courage and ability.
Secondly, the religious beliefs of the Vikings. It also promoted their plundering to some extent.
Capture activity. They worshipped Odin and Thor.
Believes that fighting and adventure are the blessings and the way to enter the hall of heroic spirits. Viking expeditions not only brought wealth, it also brings cultural exchange and collision.
Their activities throughout Europe.
Not only did they plunder a lot of wealth, they brought back a lot of culture and technology. Viking through trade and settlement spread their culture across Europe. It also absorbed the influence of other cultures. This cultural exchange boosted the economy of early medieval Europe
and social development. The beginning of the Viking Age. Not only did they change the history of northern Europe, it also had a profound impact on the whole of Europe.
Viking expeditions and plunder boosted the defense and military development of European countries.
It also promoted trade and cultural exchange.
Their courage and adventurous spirit. A legendary chapter in European history.
The story of the Vikings
still inspires countless explorers to this day and history buffs.
It was something that people talked about.